What is good, you guys? What's going on, y'all? Back again with another video. So I was asked, right, how does a narcissist feel when they find out that you no longer love them? That you are no longer in love with them? You see, it's almost like a betrayal to a narcissist, right? When they find out that you no longer care for them, or you're not in love, shall I say, the way you were. You see, the idea that you do not love them anymore isn't really the problem they have. It's they are upset because you don't look at them the same way you used to look at them. You know, they are unhappy that you do not do the things you used to do for them. You see, they are appalled, right? That you no longer believe their lies. That they cannot understand why you won't jump through all their hoops anymore. They can't process how you just can walk away from things that will cause a reaction out of you previously. They are now lost in their behavior because that, you know, their actions that used to get them the reactions don't work anymore. And they act out in weird and very seriously outlandish ways, y'all, attempting to get those same reactions out of you one way or another. They try everything that used to work. They shuffle through all of their previously tried and true personalities. They often go all the way back to the beginning as well, too, because that personality worked to get you hooked in the first place, right? Y'all, let's just be real. It's a shit show to watch, okay? And when it finally happens, the relationship crumbles like a sandcastle that has been run over by a wave. Do you hear me? It's so fast because the one person, you, right, who has been working the entire time to keep the relationship going has stopped. The relationship is just dead now. The narcissist doesn't know how to fix it because they didn't put any effort into it in the first place. Do you hear me? It was never about keeping the relationship alive for them. It was about making sure that you still keep the relationship alive so it dies on the spot because they don't know how to have a relationship. They were never there for you in the first place. It was one-sided the entire time. They just were along for the ride. They like the ride, but they just don't know how to keep it moving. And that's the thing, you guys. You know, they are always about themselves. You know, when these individuals, y'all, are always about what they can get from you. And a lot of times, y'all, when they realize that you're not, that you're over them, right? That you're no longer in love with them. A lot of times, some narcissists will slander you in any way, shape, or form to anyone who will listen to discredit and degrade and demean you in any way that they can, since you no longer care for them. And they realize that they can't get you, you know, back the way that you were. And they just want somebody to agree with them and believe them and join in their smear campaign party, right? Or if that doesn't work and there's no other means that they can attack you, you know, they just might walk away and utilize other people who they've decided to focus on and just disrupt their life. You know, this is what will happen when they realize that you no longer are in love with them or you no longer care. And that's the thing, y'all. It happens to them a lot. And a lot of times, you know, the biggest issue is once it's over and you're no longer in love with them, most people are still trauma bonded pretty heavy and for a long time. And you'll find out you probably were never in love with them in the first place. You were trauma bonded to them. You were in love with the mirage, right, that they presented to you. You know, as long as you remain loyal to somebody, right, with narcissistic personality disorder, you know, a lot of times they will use this, you know, they will use this on you guys. Even if they do the discard, they will try to keep you in the background while they're screwing around with somebody else's life, while they mess up somebody else's life. And they will come knocking, looking for you if you were somebody who remained loyal. People that look for loyalty, this is a tip, right? Watch this and pay attention. Listen up, okay? People that look for loyalty are usually highly, highly narcissistic. Most individuals who look for loyalty are highly narcissistic. Understand that. This is true, y'all. Not saying that people who are empathetic, good, loving, caring people who know how to be in a relationship are not loyal. What I'm saying is most people who demand loyalty right, are highly narcissistic. And the thing is, y'all, they want you to be loyal, but guess what? They have no intentions on being loyal to you at all. And you find that out when you get along for the ride, that you find out that you really can't get off of, or how hard it is to get off of this ride. They always want somebody to be loyal and good to them when they have nothing of the sort as a plan for you. They wouldn't dare be loyal to you. You know, they are nothing more than an emotionally stunted child in an adult body. They don't love, y'all. They use, abuse, and once you see who they really are, they discard you. And now you have to deal with the big trauma bond that's going on. But once they find out that you no longer care for them, or you're not in love with them, especially if they deemed you to be a good source of supply. You know, once a narcissist realizes that you have fallen out of love with them, you know, that is it. It's over. Once they realize, even if you stay together, right, it would never be the same. It would never. Why? Because a narcissist demands supply. That is emotional supply. That means that they want to feel that energy coming towards them at all costs. They literally suck away your life force. However, okay, listen up. The moment they stop feeling that emotional supply from you, they quickly move on to the next. Most likely without you even knowing about it. They'll do it without you even knowing that they are actively looking for new sources of supply. You know, it's a frustrating life loving a narcissist. So once you are done and the love is gone, they definitely feel that. And they may come back around several times to heat check and to hoover, but it's never the same once the warm glow of the original love bombing has faded for the narcissist. Believe me, if they are not getting that supply from you, they will quickly arrange for ways to get that emotional supply from others in one form or another. You know, this is their mode of operation. Many narcissists, y'all, go into relationships knowing that you will eventually fall out of love with them. That you will one day figure out that they are just empty shells. So most narcissists don't expect you to truly love them for long. It is a part of the entire spectrum. One must endure being with the narcissist. They know that you're going to figure them out. They know this already. But when they find out you're no longer in love with them, it's so many different things, so many different avenues that they'll take. And a lot of times, the first avenue, if you were a good supply source, is to try to suck you back in, or trying to go back to the person that they were in the very beginning to get you to behave and get you back under submission, to get you back hooked again. But I'm going to tell you something, y'all. It's never the same. It's never, even if you let them leave or they leave or the discard happens, whether it's you do it or they do it, it's never the same. It's just not. It never goes back to that. You know, so to sum it all up, my advice to anyone who's going through this, my advice is if you have fallen out of love, right, with a narcissist, make sure you separate from them as soon as possible. Get away before the emotional abuse starts, because this is usually a signal for them getting ready to do the discard. And emotional abuse from the narcissist is the worst when they realize that they can't suck you back in. When they realize that you're no longer caring about them and you're no longer in love with them, it's plenty different things that they will try to do. It'll have your head swimming, y'all, because they do so much. It's like a betrayal to them. And guess what? A lot of times, they will be very, very angry at first when they figure this out. Even if they were going to discard you, they're still angry. Like I told y'all, this is a bunch of crazy making behavior. Even if they know, they still behave like this. Supply is supply for a narcissist. And they want it all from everybody in close proximity. Doesn't matter, good or bad. And they can't take it. But like I said, when they can't suck you back in and get what they want, all hell breaks loose. This is why it's best, if you're still around them when this happens, to get away from them. So I hope I answered your question. I hope I summed it up with clarity. You guys, thanks for listening. Take the time out to like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn on your bells so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.